Author's Preface. The primary purpose of education in human society is to turn illiterate people into literate people and transform immoral people into moral people. In a modern civilized society, the morality of the individual has a bearing on civilization and the management cost of society, as well as the happiness index of all members of society. The good morality of humans is the basis for the progress of social civilization and the only guarantee of stability, harmony, and development in a virtuous circle throughout all of society. The root cause of the moral insufficiency and inadequacy of humankind is to what degree an individual human understands the universe and all beings in human society, and whether that understanding is correct or not. The level of human perception of all beings in the universe, in real life, decides our moral level. Because human ignorance is the basic reason for immorality, a society with unlearned human beings cannot solve any cognitive problems through compulsory education, which cannot stand the test of practice and the challenge of science. It is like casting pearls before swine, and this has been proven thousands of times in history. Human nature decides that the truth is the most convincing, false truth in disguise less convincing, and forced truth the least convincing. There is also truth education implemented by intimidation with outside force and threats of enforcement, which is not convincing at all and only an anesthetic. Human nature decides that when facing the truth, humans are willing to surrender from the bottom of their hearts, and this is very natural for them. Human nature decides that when facing false truth, humans tend to feel confused and perplexed and unable to distinguish right from wrong. As a result, they can only take the false as the true and compromise their true hearts. Facing pressure and intimidation posed by authority, humans can only speak insincere words, give in by bowing and nodding, say one thing and do another, deceive themselves, and behave perfunctorily. Human education is divided into active education and passive education. Active education is the autonomous learning that arouses a strong desire for learning in humans' hearts and enables the learners to acquire the connotation of the truth in a real sense. Passive education is the organized learning imposed by society, which fails to trigger enthusiasm for learning in people's hearts and fails to help people to acquire the truth in a real sense. Consequently, people have to pretend that they know the truth. In the face of the truth, no matter how evil a person is, they will be convinced. In the face of false truth, no matter how kind a person is, they will pretend to be deaf and dumb. Confronted with violence and intimidation, no matter how weak a person is, they will be filled with righteous indignation. There are no stereotypes for good people and bad people in the world. There are only good deeds and bad deeds, done consciously or unconsciously. Human ignorance is the main reason for selfishness, greed, and immorality of mankind. Selfishness is the root cause of all evil in human society. Only by increasing humans' perception of all beings in the universe can their selfish acts be reduced and the unrealistic environment generating immorality be destroyed. The truth theory is an important constituent of the development of the advanced civilization of human society in the future. The only theoretical tool that elevates humans from ignorant to learned, and the only magic weapon that preserves humans' high virtue and purity. Part 1. About the truth.